Today on DC News Now, an attack on Israel.
It's a bloody massacre.
How people in the DMV are showing their solidarity. Plus another shooting on a college campus, this time at Bowie State University, what officials are doing to keep students safe.
I think it's just the right time.
And Wayne Rooney gone.
Did you spot high utility bills this summer? We're stretching your dollar on home assistance, how to save.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Annalisa Gale in for Mark Hall this afternoon. All right, Scott, you're joining us too.
I am.
Well, it's been chilly start to the day for sure, Scott.
Yeah, big difference from when I left last week when we were talking summer-like temperatures out there. It feels a lot cooler out there, a little bit breezy at times, but overall the winds have died down as well across the area. And temperatures outside, we have a live look outside with our rooftop camera. Well, it's showing a temperature of 63 degrees and saying mostly cloudy, but I am seeing a decent amount of sunshine, as you notice by this particular view and angle of the camera. It's not too bad out there. So as we take a look at wind speeds, you can see the numbers here reflected. These were a little higher over the weekend, especially on yesterday as we transitioned from more of a summer-like feel more into the fall-like feel. Martinsburg 13 miles an hour, Frederick at 10, DC right now at 11 miles an hour. And our futurecast shows that we do have some showers on the way. This front's pulling on through here, but it will come through mainly dry. Like I said, a couple of showers. We'll talk about that a little more in depth coming up in a few moments. Temperatures aren't going to be terrible here over the next couple of days. We'll warm up a little bit. And as you can see, our rain chances after today drop off Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This Friday chance is late. It's mainly overnight going into Saturday. Saturday, it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a wet weekend here, especially to start it off. Now, our Metrocast for today up in Frederick, we're looking at 59 at 1 p.m., 62 at 3 p.m., and 57 at 5 p.m. That is a look at your breakdown of your temperatures around the region. We'll have your 7-day forecast coming up. Annalisa.
All right, thanks, Scott. Well, happening now, the Israeli government has declared war against the Palestinian militant group Hamas. This follows a series of surprise attacks on Saturday. Israeli forces are now working on a counterattack. The government launched airstrikes against Gaza City. Right now, the death toll from both sides is more than 1,100. Meanwhile, here in the district, police are sending more officers to places of worship around the city. Although the department says there are no credible threats in the district right now, the city is staying in contact with community partners. We'll have more reaction from local activists, plus a look at what's being done on Capitol Hill coming up at 12:20. Well, turning now to Maryland, where we're learning more about a crash that killed 4 teens in Mitchellville, Maryland. Prince George's County Police now say they've identified 3 of the 4 teens. They say 14-year-old Marquay Swan was the driver, and 15-year-old Zyshawn Cuffey and Serenity Selman were 2 of the 3 passengers. Police are still working to identify the 4th passenger. Officers say they tried to stop the car for expired tags, but the car sped off and a chase ensued. About 2.5 miles from that traffic stop, we're told the driver lost control, crashing into a tree. It then burst into flames on Woodmore Road, killing the teens inside. Family members say 2 of the teens are both students at Flowers High School in Springdale. Also, Prince George's County homecoming weekend at Bowie State University was disrupted when someone opened fire, injuring 2 people on the campus. Our Liberty Zabala is on the campus this afternoon with the latest and what university officials are doing to keep students safe.
Well, Bowie State canceled classes for today after yet another DMV shooting terrifies students during homecoming week, which should be a time for celebration. But instead, shots rang out once again on a local DMV college campus. Officers say the shooting happened outside the Center for Business and Graduate Studies here at 11:30 p.m. Saturday night. 2 19-year-olds were hit. Officers say they were not students. Police are still searching searching for the gunman in this shooting. Now, just last week, 5 people were hurt at Morgan State University in Baltimore after another shooting there during homecoming weekend. Both universities are historically black colleges and universities, and now the Randallstown NAACP says there should have been double the amount of officers on site during this shooting. It is now calling on Maryland State Police to execute security and protection plans for students at major events going forward.
You need to be safe at the university. Everybody need to feel safe coming here and leaving here. And I don't think nobody felt safe coming or leaving.
Meanwhile, the university is offering counseling for students who need it. They're also holding a community conversation later this afternoon at the Student Center Ballroom, and that will also be available online. For now, in Bowie, Liberty Zabala, DC News Now.
Liberty, thank you. And staying in Maryland now, starting today, St. Mary's College will have armed security officers on their campus. The school says this is the next step in a months-long process to upgrade campus safety. The new campus safety model was introduced in August. Public safety officers are trained in first aid, CPR, crisis intervention, and proper use of force. Other than bringing in armed officers, the plan also includes installing security cameras, fixing door locks, and giving officers body cameras. And right now, residents in the town of Bladensburg are raising concerns about the results of their recent election. Many say they want the area now to redo that process. DC News Now's Yamari Sase has reaction from leaders in the town.
I believe we need to recount the vote and find out what it really is.
Roger Pineda has lived in Bladensburg for nearly 40 years. He votes all the time, but this year's election raised some concerns.
As a citizen, I'm just worrying about that everything come out clear.
Several people got their absentee ballots just a few days before the election. And according to the town's law, ballots should be mailed out 2 weeks before.
I believe that was too close to the petition and that we didn't have any time.
Another concern, the certification of the absentee ballots. Former city council member Jocelyn Rout was a poll watcher. She said she witnessed workers not following protocol.
When you do an absentee ballot, there has to be an oath that says that you say that this is your ballot and it's you. The ballots and the oaths weren't counted together. They were just the letters in one pile, the ballots in another. We don't know the totals of the absentee ballots. We just know the final totals at the end of the election, which gives room and question.
Now, several people are calling on a re-election, including Ward 1 candidate Abdul Diakite, who lost by only 2 votes.
I'm just concerned about the process. What I want to see really is a re-election, and because I trust the system, but I just don't trust the administration.
In a statement from the Bladensburg Board of Elections, they say they're committed to transparency and to open, fair elections. The issues raised regarding the counting of the ballots have been submitted to the Board of Election Supervisors, and they plan on having an emergency meeting.
End of the day, let's just have a free and fair election. Let's do a re-election. Let's give this another try. Let's do it right.
Reporting in Bladensburg, Maryland, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
Yamari, thank you. Well, the D.C. Board of Elections is continuing their investigation into the recent hack into their systems. Officials say the hacking group Ransom VC claimed responsibility for that hack that includes access to 600,000 lines of voters' data. The investigation found records were accessed through a website breach. A report from Cyberscoop says that someone tried to sell the data in an online forum last Tuesday.
Protect your information, assume that it's out there and people are trying to commit fraud.
I think it's just like kind of a bummer to hear that the DC local government doesn't have the best security, and it's a shame that these things have to happen for them to now start probably prioritizing and trying to do better.
DCBOE is working with the FBI, Homeland Security, and other data security partners to investigate exactly what happened there. Well, on the roads, heads up now, commuters. You may start to feel less of a pain at the pump with the price of oil falling last week. The price dropping from $94 a barrel to $83, bringing the U.S. average on gas to $3.75 a gallon. Officials say they expect the price to drop to around $3.50 per gallon in the next 2 weeks, and they expect it to also continue to fall there. And we'll be tracking the lowest prices with our DC News Now gas tracker. Just scan that QR code right there on your screen to find the best prices near you. Well, if you have a gas-powered leaf blower to clear your yard, time has run out. Montgomery County Executive Mark L. Rich will hold a bill signing ceremony today for the new laws concerning those blowers. The bill's goal is to reduce noise and protect residents and workers from their emissions. The laws will ban the sales of gas-powered leaf blowers starting July 1st, 2024, and will ban the use of gas-powered blowers starting July 1st, 2025. Also starting today, Montgomery County's Department of Health and Human Services is providing new services at its new upcoming Sexual Health and Wellness Center in Germantown. These services include free HIV testing regardless of age or residency in Maryland, free STI testing for anyone 26 or under. Anyone above that age range will be charged on a sliding scale of payment, and starting today, also full STI testing and treatment. Also, HIV testing will be available from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday by appointment. Well, turning also to Hagerstown now, union workers at Mack Trucks voted no to a tentative 5-year contract agreement and went on strike earlier today. The union says today they will do the work necessary to avoid damage to the factory's equipment and then walk out. The deal included a 19% pay increase over a 5-year term with an immediate 10% raise if the union agreed to do it. A $3,500 bonus upon ratification, no increase in health care contributions, a $1,000 lump sum 401k payment for employees who don't get health insurance after retiring. In a letter to Volvo Trucks, the union president says they are now seeking a 36% pay increase over 4 years, as well as other benefits.
Sin contrato! Sin contrato!
Also in Virginia, a deadline to find a deal still looming for dozens of janitors at office buildings across the DMV. They took to the streets to spread the urgency of their cause on Friday. They say they're not paid enough for the work they're doing, and the risks have been taken for granted. They're sharing their plea for higher wages with our Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Max Marcilla.
They're walking down the street just over a week before they could walk off the job.
We want the public to know that these people exist.
These are the folks who clean offices every night, and they say their work is undervalued, their safety underemphasized, and their paychecks underwhelming.
We put everything on the line.
Spreading that message by first rallying, then marching on the streets of Roslyn past several high-rise office buildings, stopping at some of the ones these workers keep clean.
The negotiations are still going on, but these cleaners say if they don't get a deal that they feel is fair, including higher wages to adjust for inflation, they'll walk off the job.
They make $15 an hour in an area where it's so expensive to live. Most of these workers work 2 and 3 jobs to sustain their families. That's just inhumane in the United States of America.
For Tomasa Amaya, that means living paycheck to paycheck.
Y a veces no alcanza.
And sometimes she says that's not enough.
Para poder estar cuidando nuestras familias.
She told her story to an audience of cleaners, union leaders, and politicians. She cleans at Kaiser Permanente and slept in her car during the pandemic so she wouldn't bring illnesses home to her family.
They're the backbone of this economy, and I just wanted to come and show my voice and show my support.
As for the negotiations, a person with the Washington Service Contractors Association tells DC News Now they are still quite a ways away in wages, but they have had a few productive sessions, and they are confident, hopeful, and cautiously optimistic an agreement will be reached before the deadline of the 15th. Reporting in Roslyn, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
Also in Virginia, an Arlington-based company is looking to rezone around 52 acres of the Prince William Forest Park to construct a data center. And community activists are voicing their concerns on why that shouldn't happen. A press conference and demonstration will be held today at 2 p.m. outside the proposed location for that center. That's on Dumfries Road in Manassas. The Brentsville District Supervisor, Potomac District Supervisor, and Brentsville Supervisor candidate are also scheduled to speak there. Well, it's Indigenous Peoples Day, and there are some closures. Some of you may even have the day off. Some school districts, offices, and local governments are closed for Indigenous Peoples Day. In D.C., the mayor's office says some services will be affected, but many essential employees will be working. This includes all low-barrier shelters for homeless people experiencing homelessness. The Downtown Day Service Center is also offering walk-ins on a first-come, first-served basis. Parks, playgrounds, and other athletic courts will also be open. Metro Rail service will operate on a weekend schedule today. Metro Bus will run on a Saturday supplemental service schedule as well.